Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and today I'm doing something massive to my caveman survival world because I am taking it into the update 1.21. This change is irreversible once we do it because now, from episode here onwards, we will have a 1.21 version of the world, and you know what that means? Trial chambers. We're going to be doing this in Bedrock Survival for the first time since we've been able to do this, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Join me for that journey because I'm going to be not just finding a trial chambers and raiding a trial chambers, but doing something I've always wanted to do, and now I have a really good excuse for, because I've got this pathway that could do with some copper. I'm going to be stripping the trial chamber for its most valuable resource. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, come along with me because it is going to be quite a journey, it has to be said. We have to go, according to my my basic calculations, 1,200 blocks or so to get where we want to be. It's a lot of them, I think it goes without saying. And so, yeah, if we're going that many blocks, it stands to... Also, well, look at my pickaxes. They're not... I don't know if these are going to survive the journey. I think we're going to have to make a new pickaxe, enchant it to the max, and then bring that with us. Because we are talking about... This is a world I've already been in, and I've gone a lot of places. We have to explore new chunks and specifically look inside those for a trial chamber. So many people have been saying that the trial chamber is too common, just based on like, oh yeah, when you're flying around in creative, you can find them easily. It's like, well, they're not meant for creative, are they? They're meant for survival, and they're a big challenge in survival, let me tell you. But yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unload our inventory, we're gonna get a brand new fresh pickaxe, and we're gonna go on the hunt. It's gonna be good. So yeah, this is, in fact, I'm still wondering why I'd need to mine a whole trial chamber. I'm always swimming in copper. I never specifically mine copper. It's never at the layers that I'm at. Maybe you have a different mining technique to me. Maybe your mining technique is better. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But yeah, that's the basic difference there, I imagine. So we're gonna put all of these away, and we're gonna put all of these away, and really try to have the barest bones inventory with the fewest unnecessary tools. Unnecessary tools, on the other hand, are going to go in my enchantment box right here. As you can see, it's where all the enchantments go when they need to die. And now we can make a new diamond pickaxe. We've only got a few diamonds, but it's important we get some. And we're just going to hope for the absolute best pickaxe. Is that going to happen? You better believe I have no clue. Also, there we go. That's my pickaxe. Got some lapis in here. I've got some lapis. No, I don't, actually. Do I have any lapis anywhere? You'd really hope so, wouldn't you? Oh, no. Would you hope incorrectly? Do I not have any lapis? That's a big flaw. How do I not have lapis? It's everywhere, right? Okay, chat. I definitely have lapis, but I don't know where I keep it, which is the same as not having lapis, I guess. So yeah, the long story short of this is I now need to go find some lapis, and then I can eventually enchant this pickaxe. But for now, we're just gonna have a pickaxe which we're gonna grind to the dust. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Join me for the journey as we do precisely that. I never mine copper because I have a pre-1.17 world, so it's all far away. Yeah, I feel kind of similarly on that one. Also, maybe the missing lapis is where your missing copper is. Maybe it's in this. No, it's not. Okay, but for now, we'll just store a few things in there that I know I won't need, but I want later, just to make it feel a bit more alive. Okay, so yeah, we have to go well over 1,000 blocks, according to my last check, to find the nearest trial chamber in unloaded chunks. So we are going on a bit of a journey, and that's fun, because it gives us an opportunity to go on a journey emotionally to... Oh god, this is scary. I'm always worried that I'm going to just get knocked off, die, and that's going to be the whole end of the series. It's like 10 minutes into one of these videos. And you know, the worst bit is if we die 10 minutes into a stream, what do? Do we stop the stream there? That feels a bit awkward. We just keep going, stare at our death for a little bit. You know, I'm not emotionally prepared to die, but I'm also not prepared to die on a content level, you know. Man, I don't like at some point the word video got replaced with content in YouTube parlance, and it's one of my least favorite things that's ever happened. Because, you know, maybe content isn't the right word for it. Content implies it's this loveless machine that must keep being oiled. But personally, I think that there should be a lot of love in content. What is going on down there? I shouldn't be wasting torches on it, whatever it is. Yeah, what I am trying to find right now is there's a big... Don't look at him. Don't look at him. Don't worry about him. I've got a very big pathway, which is over there somewhere. And I totally have forgotten the way over to it. It might be that it starts a little bit lower down, ultimately. But yeah, I've got a big pathway I need to follow, and I need to go a very long way on it. Because this is Caveman. I'm in a very big cave. You might have imagined that is true, actually, if you could be so crazy. And so there are caves in those caves that I need to go into, because those caves have the good things. I've spent greater than £200 today, says Silly. What's the explanation? I'm sure I need 2 Amazon Alexas and a ToyCat membership. By the way, thank you so much for becoming a ToyCat member. Want to mention that. But yeah, the Amazon Alexas thing is like, it does have some utility. You've just got to see it as a fun gimmick that also is a speaker that also makes, if you cook things up to it, your day, you know, 5 seconds easier here, 5 seconds easier there. And if you value those seconds, it makes a big difference. And all you've got to do is, you know, like have your soul be sold to Jeff Bezos. A price I'm perfectly willing to pay for 5 seconds in my day. But yeah, more seriously, this is my big tunnel. It's a little bit rough on this end of things. But as you can see, straight line this way. And once we get far enough in, I guess we go a straight line the other way. Actually, it's either plus 1300 or it's negative 1300. I genuinely forgot which. Let's hope I don't get this wrong. We're going mining for a trial chambers, and I'm not quite sure if I know where it is. Because, yeah, what is the writing at the top of the screen? This is, because I'm playing the beta. The beta always has text up there. You can kind of, like, hide it in a few ways. Maybe it's worth just downloading the beta text hider just to make the videos look slightly prettier. That might be worth doing in itself. Because, like, yeah, it messes with the coordinates sometimes. The coordinates go up there. It's a whole nightmare in some places. But yeah, speaking of nightmares, I am now going to just make the very dogged assumption that this is the way I want to be going. I'll start with a little bit of a wider opening. And then we're just going to start mining, and we're going to... Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. We want to be going this way, I guess. Or do we? Ah, I don't even have the coordinates there anymore. Okay, so... It is 1,000+ blocks away, one of these directions. Yeah, this is something you really got to work out ahead of time. But I'm going to be doing it on the spot. So, yeah, we got the trial chambers tend to spawn very fixed distances away from each other. So if you know where one is, you know the minimum amount of distance you have to go for another one. But that doesn't always necessarily help you. We're going to make 24 torches. Oh, I've got a real wood problem, huh? We'll make 24 torches and we'll deal with our problems later. And we'll go for a mine. Please check the coordinates, please. I don't know how I would. Like, I genuinely... yeah, I don't even know how I properly would. You know, let's get this right. My seed is... I feel like I used something fun. Oh no, it had to be a particular seed. So we just, again, on a long-term survival world, I feel like it's more fun to find these things. On an underground world, I feel like it's a little bit loveless. And I don't even know where the chunks are. So we just go to this. And then we go to this. And then we gotta type this in. So yeah, there's something called chunk base. It's very, very handy. And I tend not to use it for most survival challenges. But I do feel like for particular situations, it's a very handy tool, and that's why I always say, like, yeah, it's kind of a less pure version of survival. But if you ever need it, it is handy that it's there. Although, you know, I was thinking about this today. Tell me how you feel about this one, chat. Do you feel as though the more tools like this that exist, the more knowledge that's out there almost? Okay, so we just gotta turn everything else off. Make sure the seed is correct. No idea of knowing if it is. Because what would the seed even look like? There's a village up there. Does that sound correct? There's a forest. I don't even know. But wait, now we just have to check where the nearest trial chamber is. So put the spot. Okay. So according to this, the nearest one is at 248 minus 1352. Oh, I thought, okay, that works. So minus 13. Okay, I was going the right way. I got it wrong, but I would have got 2 wrongs makes it right almost. Do you have access to /locate structure? I personally appreciate chunk base a lot, says Holly Caps Heron. It's one of those things, right? It's like if you I see it as like having a really good guide. It's like having Google Maps. Google Maps when you're out in the wild is so incredible. Even just when you're in a new city, just being like, I want to find somewhere that's good, that's not a tourist hellhole, whatever it is. Google Maps will help you quite well. However, then it removes some of the value of exploration if you always use Google Maps. As someone who, like, you know, apparently has a whole second career talking over Google Maps, I do have to say that, like, even as someone who loves Google Maps, sometimes if you use a map of any form, you'll sometimes find yourself, like, not really exploring anymore. And the same is true for Minecraft. If I know that I just have a 1,000-block journey to go, also I'm a geography master, and unironically, you know, I've got my chat is in a very tiny window. Wait, what I can do for this is I can just full screen this up here, and I can see slightly more. Geography major, and ironically get lost easily, says Holly Caps out. I think that's one of the things I'm coming to realize, partially because of, like, YouTube stuff, is just how many... There's lots of fields that seem like they are the same in public consciousness, but are vastly divorced from each other in reality. I don't know, like, and then there's fields that seem unrelated, but are basically the same. An example of this is, like, geography, and, like, flags or something. Like, it says, they seem entirely unrelated, but have a lot in common. Whereas geography and navigational skills seem like they should be the same, like, job, basically, but they're not. Like, we group together subjects, but we do a bad job at it, is how I would summarize this. And so, oh god, okay, what have we found? Also, Mike Juggernaut, I agree with your question. What are some careers being a history major? I'm very curious too. I feel like it sounds like a dig, but I feel like almost every job, almost every, like, study. Also, what are we doing here? We're just gonna cave through a big... Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna go right through this big dark area. I'm gonna get right back out of it, and I'm gonna hope I don't drown. Okay, wonderful. And then we're gonna put some more walls up on the other side. Yep, that seems reasonable to me. And then once we put up the walls on all the sides, we can start putting gravel down. And then once we've got the gravel down, there will be at least, you know, we'll be able to walk through water, but not have to walk through water. So okay, this is just a theory here. But yeah, I'm excited for it. A lot of jobs need a degree, nothing specialist. I've always thought that's one of the biggest, like, cabals ever, is being like, you need to have a degree. Not in anything particular. We don't need you to have knowledge of any level. We're just kind of guessing that if you have a degree, you'll maybe, you know, be better at this job. I think a lot of people find that to be offensive, especially because, like, degrees are not a cheap thing, right? It's not an easy thing to just demand someone have. I've always thought that's interesting, at least. So yeah, we can deal with this more later, but for now, we'll just do the basic version of this and go like, okay, gravel there, gravel there, gravel there. And as we slowly put more down, the water becomes less and less pronounced. And then as we slowly remove this... Oh, I see the issue of what we're doing here. But I feel like if we put gravel there we go. Yeah, we've accidentally done something smart here. And I'm going to take it. Oh, no. Oh, speaking of something smart, that is the opposite. I've got a fishing rod, though, which is nice. So I'm just going to swim through this for now. Just accept that that's how the world works. Don't want to be a part of it. Can't avoid being a part of it. Also, drowns. Would you expect to find drowns this low down? I'm not sure that I would have until a few seconds ago. At which point I have decided that I have always expected drowns. And just in the US, started requiring degrees because of redacting. I just, to me it feels a bit like, it feels counterproductive almost. Like, there are lots of very, very intelligent people who don't have formal education, and it seems very silly to specifically try and not target them. It almost feels like, because the people who are doing recruiting also are people with degrees, it's like, yeah, we know. I think a lot of, I think one of the things people hate more than anything is usually nepotism. Like, the idea of, like, yeah, we let in people that are like us, not because of merit or anything else like that, but just because, like, well, you know, they're like us, they're team good. It's one of the things that, like, breaks most things in the world. Also, we're gonna have to break that, and yeah, there we go. Works great. If we put that there, and then break gravel there, yeah, we did something. Water flow is very confusing sometimes. But every now and then, you can do something real smart with it. I'm a first-gen college. Yeah, that's a surprisingly common thing to be like, yeah, I'm the first person in my family that went to, you know, school. And it's like saying, yeah, I'm from a different, you know, like, I'm adopted, is basically how it sounds. Like, we're not really the same, me and my family, but we tried to make it work. There's a... and one of the interesting things about it is, like, what should be, for, you know, I could talk about this all day, but one of the things I think we should all agree on, if nothing else, you know, if you disagree with me about, like, well, is college important for everyone? I'm sure we can all agree that people should follow their dreams less. You should stop doing the things that you believe in. You should, whatever it is, you need to dampen down your expectations and say, do I really need to follow my dream? Because, you know, we had a society where everyone was told, do exactly what you want and the money will work itself out later. And it hasn't gone that way. We have a society where the Putins of the world have been told, yeah, just do whatever you want. Do you enjoy the idea of invading a smaller nation so you can reclaim some of its territory and get a big political favor back home? I mean, sure, it's against international law, but, you know, dreams are dreams. Who are we to deny you? And, I mean, it's one of those things. A very, very silly thing, in my opinion. But there's many silly examples of these sorts of things. Yeah, college admissions should be based on whether or not they like pineapple on pizza. Yeah, you know, I feel as though the pineapple on pizza movement, similar thing. People have been told, yeah, put whatever you want on a pizza. And someone went pineapple. Someone said, yeah, I feel like I should throw some fruit on there. Next, grapefruit, an apple, a pile of oranges. Yeah, sure, go for it. It's also just like the quote from the Weird Al movie. Just stop being who you are and doing things that you do. Yeah, that's the funny thing about society is we really feel that way about a very, very large number of people. And it's like, why do we pretend it's any other way? If we can either stop feeling those things and we can look at someone who's a underwater basket weaver and say, yeah, well, I mean, but as long as you love doing it, you know, it doesn't matter that you can't pay your own bills. You know, like what it in reality means oftentimes is like, you know, like follow your dreams is like, don't worry, I have set aside your ability to fail so you can do anything you want, which is actually a cool system, but it's one that I think then creates like a a self-actualization gap between people who can afford and people who can't afford sometimes. Speaking of affording, I hate pear on pizza. Oh yeah, okay. Pineapple, I finally do have to admit, as someone who's very staunchly against fruit mixed with my random other foods, I do have to say, like, I can just about get down with pineapple, some jalapeno, and then like some smoother to get it. Some honey, I think often goes well. Like if you mess up your flavors enough, they eventually come back round to being good again. Like you know, like it would be dumb if there was a random piece of beef jerky in your cereal, but an entire bowl of beef jerky cereal, okay, I'm interested. And in the same way, I feel like that's where pineapple is. Whereas pear is just such a non-committal fruit, such a non-committal fruit. Like pick a side, you know, pear. Like, are you gonna taste like a vegetable, or are you gonna have like that real juicy fruit we want? It's something you've got to do. I mean, it's the same idea with apples, right? Like, people like put them in salads, cover them in dressing, and it's like you don't take it away. They're meant to be a powerful flavor. So you know, honestly, mango and Asian cuisine, right? I feel as though you go into the East and they're like, yeah, this is just what we do with our savory ingredients. Also, olives are a fruit, right? Olives are. I feel like the word fruit is very overrated. Also, by the way, we're now we have to go 1,300 blocks, and we're currently about 500. At halfway, we're probably gonna have a full inventory, and we're gonna have a pretty damaged pickaxe. But I'm gonna believe. Also, ooh yay, caveman, says Angelic Jade. I'm glad to see you back in my cave. Ooga booga, me in cave, me love mining, me find structures. I'm not sure if I want to kill them, so I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna make it impossible for them to get up here. Oh, okay, that did not work. Oh, it's a baby zombie. What was I thinking? Oh, a diamond. Okay. So this mining trip has at least paid for itself. These are the diamonds that I need. Although I really would like to have fortune before I mine some, but these are the diamonds that I need to go and make another pickaxe. Yeah, 4. There we go. We made a profit. Literally better off than when we came in here. And now at least when I turn back, I'm turning back with something in there. Also, strawberries aren't actually fruits because of this definition. Yeah, because they have their seeds on the outside, right? Also, we're all in Toycat's man cave. Oh, speaking of, by the way, just a heads up for the rest of the stream. Harrison noticed last stream I was vertical. The reason why, in case you're curious, is, yeah, the actual reason why is I've got a new setup, one which means I can look directly at you, chat. Hope you like that. But, so I got a new setup, and, one of the weird quirks of it is the camera angle slightly changing, means the green screen doesn't work. I want to look at this and show you, but just I know it doesn't work, so you can look at this. That should be green screened out. You should be able to see a shield behind me in a cave, but you can't see that because the green screen doesn't work. So I put it slightly down, and so you get a little bit of it. For some reason, the green screen down there works great, but the rest of it does not. I should just take more classes in lighting, clearly. Also, Toycat, do be on that y-axis. Do you like my minus 32? Balanced as all things should be, right? There's we have a big hatred of balance these days. We believe more than anything else that everything's got to be real extreme. I feel as though universities are a great example of that. Like, the biggest problem with the modern university system is that for many people, like for a while they used to convince people like, go to university, it's like you can learn things about the subject you want. And then it became like, oh, you go to university, it's a lifestyle thing. Don't have anything you want to go to university for? Just give us money and we'll work out what you're here for later. And by kind of expanding it, I feel like, and by, there was an incentive structure on all sides to get more people at universities and colleges if you live in the United States. But a lot of people like went there, but they hadn't quite worked out necessarily what it was that everyone had to do here. And so it became like a cultural thing. It's like, I don't know if learning should be a cultural thing. I don't know if it should be like, oh yeah, have you guys all went to school? Rather than us having shared knowledge about things, wouldn't it be much more fun if we could talk about how, oh yeah, people vape in the bathrooms, am I right? Oh, that's so funny. That's the most important part of going to school. Not my times tables or the Great Fire of London. Side note, I've only recently looked into the Great Fire of London. It's one of those like events that they tell you in school is like one of the big defining things of the city. And so it's like, yeah, the biggest city in the UK at the time. There wasn't even a UK. It predates the very concept. If you said UK to someone in 1300, they'd have gone, yeah, mate, and you? But the point is like at the time, it's this big thing, and only 6 people actually died, which I think is hilarious, personally. I like your shirt. Where can people who aren't under sanctions go? Wow, that's a good question, Dasher. You can go to ibxtoycat.store. Will they really not ship to Russia? I'd love to know, like, even on just a theory level, like, what happens if you put all your details in? Yo, I think Streamlabs is stuck. Oh. There, wait, one sec. Uh-oh, it is. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. No, I don't. It should be this. No, that's something else. Okay, I know what it is, chat. I know what it is. Okay, so we just bear with me for a second here. Oh, look, I'm slightly bigger here. So just bear with me. Oh, the green screen's not even correctly working at this level anymore. Okay, we have to get it, like, the bare minimum that it... Well, no more green screen. What it is there's a thing here that we have to move over here. And once that's over here, there we go. Oh no, it was already there. Okay, but we just move that here. And we do the Windows noise, and then we can hit it. Yeah!
Chunk base is great, but I've been trying to use it less for the sake of exploration.
Thank you, by the way, David Solomon, for letting me know, and thank you, Chris H. I 100% agree. It's you need to have natural moments where you're exploring. It's by the way,
Toycat has correct opinions on pineapple on pizza. Toycat is yes.
Thank you, David. Nothing brings me more joy in the world than someone saying that, yeah, someone needs to get it out of the way. That if you like pineapple on pizza enough to make it a personality trait, then you have bigger problems going on than the pineapple on the pizza. But, you know, and you should definitely be working on those. By the way, it's really cool to find one of these big caves every time we do. I don't know what we're really expecting to find in here. I need netherite much more than I need anything here. But it's nice, right? It's nice. Speaking of nice, Toycat is no, I like pineapple and pizza. People who hate it are more vocal. It's funny, I feel like it is genuinely one of those 50-50 topics. And people always feel underrepresented because it's like, I don't know, like peeing in the shower versus not. Half of society doesn't do it and doesn't know that there's another half that does. And they're really horrified every time they're reminded. I really do feel like there is, it's the same thing. Like, okay, so we want to get up to Y32. So down a little bit. Later we can choose to patch this up, but for now we go over here. And then back up to Y32 we go. And once we're here, we need to use a light source, but we're out of light entirely. So what's our best source of light we can make with what we've got? We could probably make a... We can make a redstone block, but I don't think they have any natural luminescence. So instead we say, okay, this is as good as we get. Let's go back to get some more light. Or we could use our bucket to start scooping lava. And hear me out here, internet. I think scooping lava is a fun idea. I don't think it's a good idea, but I definitely think it's a fun idea. And we can light our cave just a little bit longer, and it'll look real cool too. And what more do you need in your life than looking real cool? So we have to be quite careful about this, because there's a lot of things down here. Could get one bad skeleton shot, but there we go. Scoop it up, take it away, and wow, this cave goes quite a bit over there. I would love to see what's happening, but yeah, for now, let's get down. Yeah, but also, thank you very much. Also, can we please talk about the trial key? Says crazy Dragon Wizard 78. I would love to talk about the trial key all day, every day. What do you most want to talk about? You know, give it to me. Sell it to me. So if we put that there, I've now got enough light to go slightly inside, and then I think this is the natural end of the where that's going today. And then we're just gonna widen the entrance, and there we go, nice and easy. Silly, £1, that's probably 9 cents these days. Wait, so the joke would be that the pound is really weak. You know, I totally agree. Okay, I got a ton of concerning buzzes there, but it was separate things. Yeah, there's a. I was going through like something. There was like a family. You know, one of the things. This is. Okay, I want to talk about something that I think is weird, but maybe is very normal to, again, the well-adjusted world that is not where I live. But yeah, there's like a family group chat that I've been a part of for a little bit, and one of the interesting things about it is like. This is a problem anyone has in a big group of people. You might even have it in the stream. How do you talk in a group of more than 5 people? Someone asks you a question, how can they possibly mean it to you? Like Riggins Rally Girl, long time no see, Toycat. That's directed at you. But if I say, everyone in chat, does the trial key excite you? Are you as interested as I am? If they announce the use tomorrow, are you excited? Like, how do you know if you're meant to respond? I want you to know that you should all respond. But if I don't specifically say that, and I want it to be known it's true by default on all my streams, I want to hear from anyone who has a reasonable opinion, a sane opinion, even one that seems like it's boring, like it's just agreeance. That's something I'd love to hear from. But yeah, how are you meant to know, like, you know, when this is for you, when it's not? It's I don't know. It's something that's been on my mind. Because like I feel like every big group chat you ever go into has that problem. I just accept my answers won't be read. Yeah, it's rough, right? Like in normal social situations, if you talk to people in normal social situations, them not replying to you is like you should stop sort of vibe. But on, you know, in a group chat, it would be weird to respond to every individual message. And so it's a weird thing. That's all I'm saying. Also there's lappers. Okay, I can finally enchant my pickaxe, whether it's about to die or not. But yeah, the trial key makes me go, trial key! Says Ruby likes Sonic 2. See, it's not just me. There are many people who go, trial key! Also, a deep slate wow. You know, You know what they say about deep slate wells. Also, let's see where this path actually takes us when it's finished. Because it's a bit messy over here, I'm willing to concede. A little bit messier than we'd probably like. But we do get through it eventually. I should probably start... Okay, so I've got some... I'm gonna throw the arrows in the this, or at least that in there. And then also that in there. And then maybe this in there. And no, what did I just do? Did I intend to do that? That's probably fine. So now I'm gonna scoop up as much lava as I can. Oh, I can't. Where's the lava coming from? How is it possible that I can't scoop it? But we're gonna break a block here, and then scoop any lava that might come towards me. Okay, so you see that? Don't need that lava there. And that lava... Okay, this is not gone the way I expected it to. This is meant to be a salvation, but it has not gone that way at all. Okay, so we're just gonna scoop up all the lava from around there, and we're just gonna pretend that none of this ever happened, because clearly that is not a valid solution. Then we got the fun jiggity jaggedy area right here. This is perfectly normal, a standard part of the plan. And then we got the redstone, and then at some point there's my exit that I have to take to get to where I actually live. It's a bit annoying that it's, you know, walking through something like this, it looks like you should be able to just go forwards, doesn't it, chat? Doesn't it just? Loving the lava. I'm going to use the lava to make something beautiful. I don't know what something beautiful is yet, but it's going to be, I might just fuel a furnace, honestly. But fueling a furnace is something beautiful, so, you know, still going to get points for that. Just break the occasional lapis here or there. It's giving me a headache. Yeah, it feels like I'm just whamming my head on each side over and over again. And it just doesn't seem very pleasant. Personally, I would not like to wham my head on the side of blocks time and time and time again. Okay, then it eventually leads me up here, and I forget the way from out of here. Is it up there? No, it's not. It's up here. There we go. Okay, so we need to make that wider and more obvious and better marked out. But we can do that right after I throw in a lava bucket. That was a waste of a lava bucket, actually, because whatever, it's fine. And then the second lava bucket for when that one inevitably runs out. And then we can make a enchanted pickaxe. If the pickaxe enchants look good, unbreaking free, it sounds like a good thing to put on there. Well, then we have an unbreaking free pickaxe. And a reminder that we need to get a lot more going on here. So yeah, I guess I got all my books from the stronghold, so I just have to take some of those books out, make them into bookcases, and then do the good stuff maybe, rather than wasting. It's fine. Yeah, everything is fine. So now we put our diamonds away. We probably need to grab some more wheat, honestly. It seems quite important at this point. And then, once we've put away another load of stuff, we're going to make the final push to find this trial chamber. Again, it takes some real doing. Even when you know exactly where one is, it's not an easy structure. Some people will say it is, but you know, some people will tell you that you can go to the moon if you just use the right cheat codes. And that, I mean, I guess with the right cheat codes you can do anything. But people will tell you all sorts of lies with their own interests in mind. And that doesn't mean you should trust them. So yeah, I want to have a little bit more wheat. I don't know how much of this is wheat though. Is this wheat? No, this is carrots. So I do have carrot now, which I'll eat the carrot, and then that solves my food problem. Yep, no more food problems for me. And then just as a backup in case we get to the trial chambers and we're screwed, I'll just have a few of these on hand. Just a few, because actually that sounds like it could get dangerous. And then, oh, there's a slime in here. Love to see it. Love to see it. Just gonna throw my raw gold in here. Throw my lapis lazuli in here. And then let's get the right... Okay, so now it's big push time, chat. We are going all the way to the chamber. No more stops. You gotta take your last bathroom break now, because we are moving it. I like to move it. Move it. I like to move it. Move it. I like to move it, is what you could say about this situation. So I'm gonna open up that hole over there, just make it a little bit more obvious. Remove the ceiling. Just do anything I can that kind of indicates to future me, this is the way you want to be going. And hopefully, with enough of these steps, we can show future me exactly what's going on. Okay, there we go. I think that looks good enough. I think that is a clear pathway to success. Okay, in we go. We've got a long journey ahead of us. Torches. Oh, torches. Yep, no torches. Very important. Thank you. I mean, you don't need torches to explore in Minecraft. They do help a lot, though, is a definite truth. So when we want torches in this world, we need wood. And I don't have any wood lying around. Because wood is in normal people worlds, you just leave a tree farm going and eventually you get wood. In this world, we basically have to do a trade every time we want some. Because wood can only come from azalea trees, which don't naturally grow. And I've always been a little bit salty about that fact. Why do azalea trees not naturally grow? Because they're special, they're magic. They don't follow the same rules. And so if they're not following the rules, I still have to. And so we have to go find some skeletons. We'll kill like a half dozen. And that should give me what I need to succeed. But the weird thing about killing skeletons is outside of using a spawner, and there is one some distance away that maybe I could, you know, rehook up with and make a part of the world. But outside of using a very far away spawner, we just kind of have to like go into the darkness and specifically hope that somewhere in there is a skeleton. You see one? You see any skeletons in the darkness? And, oh, there I do see a skeleton in the darkness. Perfect. Mr. Skeleton, would you like to die? Good that you decided yes. I was not ready for a no on that question. Yeah, I think one of the weirdest things we do all the time is we give advice that everything else we then immediately contradict. And the best example of this is follow your dreams. It's like, yeah, follow your dreams, but also we want you to, like, following a dream in one aspect of life might lead to you destroying a dream somewhere else. You know, like, for example, you wanna achieve your dream of invading a foreign nation. You might upset your dreams of being a part of the international community, being respected in the same way that all the other countries of your size are. You might run into that issue. You want to pursue your dream of being the world's most renowned artist. You might upset all the people around you when it comes to you know, because obviously there are some things that are mutually exclusive. You can't be an astronaut and a modern artist. Although actually, I feel like art from space would be cool by itself. Like, it doesn't even need to be good art from space. I think I might be interested in it anyway. Like, you tell me there's art in space, and I'm like, I don't. I want to see YouTube videos from space. I'm surprised that there's not a bigger market for it. Like, there are definitely people up there, and definitely some of them make recordings, but they're not very interesting vloggers. You know, they need to do like day in the life sort of stuff, where they're like, yeah, today I had to drink my own recycled urine. And also, my dream is to become a farmer, but my other dream is to spend all day watching ibxtoycat and getting paid. I'm glad you get to live one of your dreams, David, there. No, I've always found the dream of farmer to be interesting. So just from my perspective, I feel like this is accidentally like pooping on someone's dream. So let's make this a segment. Chat, tell me your dreams and I'll poop on them. Because in the case of being a farmer, it sounds like a good dream, like being self-sufficient. You're doing something all the time that has like real, like you can very easily see the effects of it. Sometimes I work really hard. I've had a really long, I've done a lot of YouTube work today. I don't know that anyone sees it. Some people, in fact, it's in the case of YouTube, it literally is like, they decide that they don't like a thumbnail too much. They're like, okay, yeah, you worked all day today? No one saw it. In the case of this stream, right, if I picked a slightly more interesting title, more people will show up. If I pick a slightly less interesting one, people go, no, never mind. It's like, well, I'm gonna waste hours of my life on this. So don't you wanna join me? And some people would say yeah, if they could have it phrased that way. Another interesting thing is, YouTube does like fun little experiments sometimes. So I think I'm gonna I think 40 sticks plus, yeah, this should be enough torches. I think this is enough torches to cover me for a while. If I need any other wood, it'll just be for other stuff, so. Should we get some extra wood, actually? Yeah, let's go for some extra wood. Let's just grab a flowering azalea, put it down somewhere that looks safe. That looks safe to me. And let's bone mill it until I realize that we shouldn't be mobiling it. And then move it somewhere where we can. Okay, so... I need to... Okay, by the way, a lot of people ask me, how do you move blocks from your inventory to your hotbar? The answer is like this. You go to the pick block button, and you set it to, in my case, like plus. And now every time I hit plus, it will move the moss block there. I hadn't done it in the beta yet for reasons I have no clue about. But yeah, now we place one down. And we get a tree immediately. Wonderful. And yeah, this is a very, very, very crucial thing. But yeah, there's an interesting thing with a lot of jobs where you don't really see the feedback from them. Okay, so tell me your dreams, chat. My dream is to sleep for more than 10 hours in a day. Oh, you will, silly. You will eventually get your dream. Eventually, everyone gets your dream of sleeping for more than 10 hours a day. There's this thing that happens. It's a weird biological process that happens somewhere when you age. Not always. It can happen when you're young too. But it's called death, and you get 24 hours of sleep a day after it occurs. It's a pretty good deal from the perspective of getting a lot of sleep. Like one day you fall asleep and you never wake up again. Yeah, you don't even always know. There's a statistically non-significant number of people. Significantly significant, sorry. I mean, they're non-significant in the fact that they're dead, but there's a statistically significant number of people who will go to sleep and maybe won't wake up. And I'm allowed to make that joke because it happened to a family member recently. Checkmate. Yeah, you think it's controversial? I'm all good. Also, my dream is to have a cat named Andrew and Stampy. It is okay. One of the most mind-blowing comments I get are people being like, "Oh yeah, you guys are like basically the same, right? Because you're like you're cats that play Minecraft console." I'm like, whoa, I've never felt so reduced down. My dream was to marry and have 2 kids. Achieved it at 35, then didn't know what to do with my life. Start of the midlife crisis. I've always felt like, okay, so in my opinion, there's 2 types of goals. There are goals that you achieve, and there are goals that are onwards. In general, achievable goals are the better one. Like having 2 children and then saying the goal is achieved, and then being like, I am going to go on a milk run and never come home, is failing that goal by most people's standards and definitions. If I had to say so myself. But that's interesting because, you know, like you're not specifically saying. Having like healthy children might be a better goal, but that feels lame. You know, who wants healthy? Healthy is one of those things you only want when you're sick. And who's sick enough to want to be healthy? Be debt-free, which I am, and get a 4-bed house, which I'm working on. So, okay, I've got a trick for you. If you want a 4-bed house, and you've got a 2 or a 3-bed right now, here's how you get a 4th bed. You take one of the existing beds, and you saw it in 2. Boom, you're welcome. I think I just added 20 grand of value to your place, so I'll take a check for whatever you want to pay there. Fun story, I once got recognized as a Toycat regular on a completely different person's stream. They played Java 2. I think those situations are always cool. It is weird to me though sometimes. Like sometimes people in chat are like, oh yeah, you watch this too? And I'm like, oh man, this is a conversation me as the streamer can have nothing about. Also, you're joking, but you're also not joking. Exactly, David. Exactly. I mean, I think it's an entirely valid thing. Like one of the issues we have in the UK. Speaking of issues we have in the UK, Drakion Empire. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Drakion Empire. Hope you're doing wonderfully today. It is a Thursday, and tomorrow I'm starting So I've got a very big weekend of my life coming up, and like anyone who has big things coming up, I decided to emotionally prepare by going on a big unrelated adventure. That is to say, I'm running away from my problems for a couple of days, and so I'm going to the north of the UK, and I'm going to climb 3 mountains in one day. It's something they're the 3 tallest mountains in the area. There's a national park in the UK. We use the word national park to mean something different, but just ignore that for now, because yeah, this national park, they've got some real tall mountains, and there's apparently a way to climb all 3 in one day. And I looked up the route, and it leads you past 3 pubs. So you climb a mountain. It takes like 3-4 hours. You come down, you go to the pub, then you climb another mountain. And that to me sounds like a perfect balance between activity and not. Also, Toycat is piling the whole claim into Family Truckster, going to Wally World. No idea. You know, there's like 30% of things you say that I have no idea. Also, are you in your London house? Says Toby Piggy. Yeah, actually, I only have one home. I for a little bit I rented an apartment in the United States. Or in Las Vegas, where housing is like cheap by, I don't know, big city standards and unaffordable by anyone else standards maybe. Yeah, I still really like the idea of like partially living in Vegas. It's such a fun place. I love the idea of anywhere that's specifically geared towards fun and convenience. That if you've ever been to even London, there's 8 million people living in this little circle, and we don't believe that places should be open after 11 p.m. There's a Craig's in one of our premier stores in the center of our city, the highest density of people visiting, and they're like, yeah, we can't serve you hot drinks after 11 p.m. because, you know, people might get rowdy if they're allowed a coffee. It's funny to me to imagine, like, yeah, I drink free coffees and I just start punching people. You get me a latte and a flat white in the same hour, and I'm going crazy. I'm having a wild time. But some people apparently are like that. Anyway, most bars in Vegas are open 24 hours. At least 50% of them, the kitchen is open all night too. Oh yeah, what's? I need someone to explain to me. This has happened to me so many times in my life. What is it with alcoholic establishments being like, yeah, we have a kitchen, but it's only open for 4 hours a day. If you would like to have food at this restaurant, sorry, but we only... Like, I get it that, like, drinks are more profitable, especially alcohol. Alcohol is, like, the most marked up thing in history. It might as well be the cure to cancer, or, like, you know, like, or, you know, literally any other healthcare, but in the US. But it's marked up ridiculously. Also, I love that pubs are always, always near bookies, too. If you go to Weatherspoons, you can cancel out the middleman and you can just gamble from the corner of the pub. Or in fact, every pub has a fruit machine. Like the old version of like a slot machine, or like we have those in every pub in the UK. It's weird, but we have a society of functioning people with problems. Because yeah, one of the things that's become clear as as I'm aging is like, yeah, a lot of people will like feel like they have their life together, but what usually is feeling like you have your life together is like having one big problem and owning that problem. My big problem is I like food, right? Which is, yeah, it's a really bad and a really good problem to have. Like when it comes to salt or saturated fat or sugar, I eat 4 times as much as I should of each of those a day. One of those is gonna cause me a problem. I don't know which one it is, but I'm gonna have a problem with one of those. I'll have a heart condition or a diabetic thing. But like until then, I've got a handle on it. I don't smoke. I don't, and so everyone has like their big problem. Some people's problems is like, I don't know, like they get too deep into other people. Some people's problems is like, yeah, I genuinely cannot maintain a healthy relationship. But everyone has a problem, and you just got to understand what your problem is. Something that is like the best advice anyone can actually tell you, instead of like, yeah, just do whatever you want and it's all fine, is like, know that everyone who is telling you anything is deeply flawed in some way. Everyone is, you know, when you feel like, especially as a teenager, you feel like you're the only person who's so broken that you can't do some things. Everyone is broken, and yeah, if there's one big piece of advice I can impart of this stream, is that we're all slightly broken in our own little way, and you eventually get good enough at working out when to hide it and when not to. Or you can live in the repression world and you can hide it forever. No one needs to know about your secret. Yeah, I think that also eating sobers you a bit, but that sounds like something they would want, because then they can sell you more alcohol, right? Like the goal of a pub is not actually to get you drunk. The goal of a pub is to sell you the liquid, which you will buy from them at extortionate prices. Also, this is a fun cave. Where do you think it leads? Oh, I know exactly. Oh, that skeleton spawn. Okay. I actually need a skeleton spawner. This is incredibly handy. I'm glad I have it. So yeah, we're gonna efficiency 1, just what the doctor called for. So I'm gonna place a torch over there, and then I'm gonna remove this torch, and now a few skeletons will spawn in, and I'm ready to kill them. That actually, this might be too much light. We might have to do like that. Is that still too much light? There we go. And then we just kill the skeletons as they come in, and we'll get a lot of bones. So this is handy to have. It's a nice location too. Right on the way to and from where we're going. And even this though, right? Like, is it effective enough to actually use? Horse armor, just what you need, says Dasher. Oh yeah, I'm excited for the horse armor. Loving the real talk, says Sneaker Robbins. Yeah, one of the things I always want to make sure I do on this channel is have the real talk. I think it's important to like give people the advice they're here for. Like a lot of people, some of the most heartfelt messages I get are about like, yeah, you did a great job with this. Thank you for helping me connect my child. I hate when people go like, yeah, well, the thing I do isn't important. It's the thing I want to do that's important. But I also think it is important to do a bit of real talk. You know, when you're playing Minecraft, your real world problems haven't gone away. The real world itself hasn't gone away, indeed. Yeah, we got 9 bones. That's a good number. So we'll leave that unlit for now. And instead we'll see what's happening over here. A lot of nothing. That's good. And then over here. And over here. I guess we can just follow this cave along, and then we'll hoover up all the torches when we're done. Because if it leads literally nowhere, as I'm starting to suspect it does, there's no point even having it, right? We'll just carve off the cave. We'll put like a big sign being like a big X maybe, being like we don't need to go that way. And then once we've got the X down, wait, I be an X, you could say. Okay, so down here, what we got? Not very much. Okay, so we'll hide both of these sections using some tuff. Because I think if you come across a big flat tuff surface, you're gonna know exactly what it means. So over here is where my cave thing is. Just tunnel a little bit forward so I see where that is. And then we're gonna eat our melons until there are no more melons to eat. And then we're gonna use the tuff to take all of this down. So yeah, this whole hole doesn't need to exist. And we'll just make it a fun diagonal, I guess. Just like this. No more mobs. No more problems. Problem solved. And then just put that over there too. Yep, and I've made a slightly smaller cave and slightly smaller problems. Okay, we are now, I have to get to 1300 is the coordinate on the Z-axis, chat. I'm under 500 blocks away. I hope. I'm trusting Chunkbase. Have you done a Minecraft VR stream yet? Toycat buys himself a quest-free Christmas. So, yeah, I have. Can I tell you? I think everyone has this mistake at some point in their life where they buy something without quite knowing what it is. Happens to everyone out there who buys themselves. You go to the store, you think you're buying something clever, you get yourself a big thing that's meant to prevent problems, but then it makes some more problems. You know what we're talking about here. But anyway, one of the examples of this is I bought a PlayStation VR. It's called the PSVR 2. I was like, oh, it's better than the first PSVR. And I assumed because Minecraft supported PSVR, I just have to buy a copy of Minecraft. And so I did. I bought a physical disc copy of Minecraft, and it said it supported Minecraft PSVR. I load it up, and I spend an hour trying to get it to work. And only then is it like, oh yeah, well, Minecraft supports PSVR 1. We don't support PSVR 2. It's like, why? 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 What sort of, like, backwards compatibility in VR is the most important thing. And I can see why it's hard to achieve. But also, yeah, it's next to impossible to. Also, ooh. Minecraft supported VR. Yeah, there's Minecraft has supported VR on so many platforms. It makes you wonder why almost. Is there just a Minecraft developer who's like bored and looking for things to implement? I don't know. All I know is that they have a lot of it. Okay, so yeah, we got lots of caves, but I don't think these caves are really helping the end adventure. Like maybe we could move track eventually and go down one of these. Because this is going the correct way. Yeah, it's going the correct way a lot too. Ah, maybe we should follow this around. But for now, for what I'm trying to actually do, is this a good idea? The answer feels like no. So we'll leave this torched up anyway because it's nearby where we're going. And yeah, then we're gonna commit to going hard straight unless we find a new biome. I need a dripstone cave still, by the way. I still don't have one, amazingly enough. And so if I'm lucky, we'll find one on the way. By the way, I hope you're excited for winter because it will fire. Wait, why is winter gonna catch fire? If there's one thing I know about winter, it's that it specifically does not. Aliva, what do you know about winter? Tell me your secrets. Should I be stockpiling? What do I need to do? Yeah, no, by the way, chat, I did miss more of your dreams. Could you tell me some more dreams that you have? Tell me a dream, and I'll tell you why your dream is a nightmare for someone else. A cat sat on my knee. She's very cute, cuddly, says Ash. You have to pay the cat tax now. Tweet me the cat tax, and I'll retweet it after the stream. I would love to. I gotta see the cat. We gotta see the cat. I asked the guys to place my hot water heater to borrow a drill so I could assemble a changing table while quite pregnant once. You know, is that a dream? It's impressive, maybe. I dream for omnipotence. Omnipotence is scary. I thought about this many times. Imagine a world where instead of just feeling one set of pain, one set of anxieties, you feel like two, because you're the only one else. There's only one person out there who's going through the same thing as you. It's just you and them. It's definitely no one else going through it. Anyway, but no, imagine feeling everyone's, like, the world is filled with so many good things, but also so much pain. Like the duality of the human experience is when things are feeling good, it's feeling good. And when it's feeling bad, it's feeling terrible. Well, we have a bias towards negative emotions. That's why there's always a sense of loss in every single heroic movie. It's because you can tell people on good all you like, but good feels way better after something bad. Oh, that was weird. And oh yeah, it's really weird. So good feels much better after something bad, but with feeling everything negative all the time, you would just always feel so bad. You would stop being human, and maybe, you know, that's an argument for it. But I don't think it works. I dream of people being very kind to me, says Dasher. You know, your dream sucks because you'll change your expectations. Everyone be true to that. No, I'm just I think I think it's an easy go, but also I think people adjust their expectations. I think people will be nice to you, and you're like, wow, being really nice to me is knowing, oh, this is a strange cave that we're just gonna go right through. It's gonna look like I tried to do something in here, and you just have to all trust me that I didn't. Because, oh, I hear a spider. Okay, spider can't get me though because of the width of that cap. Ah, perfect. Never found something I'm so overjoyed by. And yet, here I am. And now we just keep going forwards. Place a torch. Oh, 3 diamonds. Big gap if I don't make it, but 3 diamonds if I do. So diamonds are worth going for. I'm going to make that hot take right now. I like diamonds. I think they're good. I will mine them if I see them. Andrew, omnipotence is the ability to do everything. Being almighty. Yeah, you would have infinite power. You would have, you know, like, how do you have power over something? You have control over it. In the human sense of the word, you don't have power of many things you don't feel, is my explanation. So I'm sticking by it. You know, I'm going with it anyway. Also, I'm still looking. So we got any more dreams? Also, that one time, something big spider, bad dream. Speaking of bad dreams, does anyone else like put too much stock into their dreams sometimes? Like we're all 100% aware that it's random neurons firing in your brain, but like, because you experience something in a dream, you're like, I guess it can be real. Like, I think that's the scary thing about nightmares, is you see a remixing of the things that are in your world into a very, very scary place. By the way, we are now just 300 something blocks away. I haven't found a dripstone cave though. Honestly, I'm starting to think they don't exist on this world. I really am starting to feel that way. Also, lucid dreams are pretty cool though. See, why are lucid dreams so cool? I think about this all the time because you can just imagine in your head right now, like, whoa, look, I'm in space. I'm an astronaut. I'm on stream on the internet, and everyone's saying, wow, Toycat, you're a cool astronaut. But also at the same time, you do art, and you're a Minecraft YouTuber. Wow, he's so cool. You know, I can shut my eyes and imagine that all I like. But something about a lucid dream just feels realer in a way that I can never quite. I never can quite understand why. It shouldn't be so much more real. And so I think my best theory is that some people do have really good mind eyes, but for the rest of us, being in a dream is what it's like to have vivid imagination. Like, imagine if you had imagination as good as you could dream. Imagine if when you pictured something in your head, it looked like it. This is one of the this is one of those. It's like people who pee in the shower don't like to learn. People who don't pee in the shower don't like to learn that half the population do. People who, you know, like wipe standing up are confused by people who wipe sitting down. You know, there's all these weird groups of people who don't know about each other in the world. People who pee in the sink versus don't. But the thing that goes to the next level on all of those is like some people can picture really, really, really clearly things, and some people cannot. Some people have a voice in their head, and some people don't. Like, the very way that we interact with our world, like our thoughts and feelings, varies from person to person. Can you believe that? Can you believe that some people... Like, if I say picture an apple right now, my dream is to tip Toycat £1 and to tell him my dream. Also, would you prefer co-op or spot? Oh, okay, so first of all, thank you, Silly. I'll tell you what, if you tip me £1.33, you can tell me any dream you like. But, yeah, let me tell you the problem with that dream. I'll tell you why your dream is fake and why you should feel bad and why you're actually an AI in the Matrix. That's what will happen. By that was a weird noise. I'm glad we can all agree. But yeah, speaking of weird noises, I think I want to know your thing. I got all the things in my brain, says Hannah Joys. You know, you think you have all the things in your brain. But so on a scale of 1 to 10, chat, with 1 being you can't see it, or 0 being you can't see it, and 10 being you can see it, try and picture an apple right now, a red apple, and rotate it. Rotate the red apple in your head. How well can you visualize that apple? Give me a response from anyone watching this. Just even if you don't want to chat, I feel you're not chatting. Like, you know, is Toycat really talking to me? You're in the group chat and you don't really know who this is about. But at least do this in your head and give an answer. You can write it down. You can not. Because some people say 10. Some people say 9. And some people are saying like 4, 0, 8. It's a red delicious. 10, I can spin a 2D Minecraft apple. We got 7, we got an 8, 0.5. Do you see that, by the way? There's very few 5s or 6s in here. Everyone is on the side of like, yeah, I can see it perfectly, or I can't. And I think we can take this into like a deep psychological place, like analyze all of you. But I want to go somewhere different with this chat. Also 10, I see it, says Benedict's Toys. The thing or Benedict Teo, I think the weird thing about it is that I think we just have different I think we understand how we picture things differently. Like, is it really like it's there? If you shut your eyes, can you see something as good as the real world? If you see a painting, can you store it to memory and then actually look at it? I don't think there are many people who do. I think the fact that we use our senses all the time, even when in theory it's unnecessary, is at least some amount of proof. You know, if you got such a good mind's eye, why don't you just turn off your real eye? Also, 7-ish, although I'm starting to struggle to conceive what it is. Yeah, it's interesting how everyone has one end of that spectrum. You'd expect there to be like a balance or something. But everyone's like, I see great or I don't see great. Also, Silly finally has their dream. My dream is that a Manchu is an AI. Oh well, that's reality. Cue Toycat confusion. Oh, I know a Manchu. A Manchu is It's something I'm very familiar with, of course, because a Manchu is a genre of live stream where you get people with the 2 chromosomes that are different, the X and the Y, and you get them to eat food, or, if you will, a Manchu. That's as good as I got, I'm afraid. Okay, we're 200 blocks away, chat. I've mined the majority of the way across my world. I haven't found a single drip stone on the way, but I'm going to find a trial chamber. I'm actually excited. This is easy core, so if I die, it is permanently done. And my best food source I've got is 9 bread. So you can see how this could go both ways. Oh, and also the chests are really messed up right now. I haven't taken an opportunity to properly appreciate it, but it is a bit wild. My dream is for Toycat to open a Minecraft server for us all to play on. But then I open the Minecraft server and your stuff gets griefed and you feel terrible because you put so much time into it. That's the other side of it. Also, I put the cat tax in, #petsandnature in Toycat. You know, excited. Go to discord.gg/Toycat and go to the Pets and Nature section, chat, and you can enjoy what it's like to see that. Ooh, I feel something weird in my heart. Do you ever feel something in your body where you're like, I've never felt that before? Our body's meant to feel this way. The scariest thing is a reminder. You know, we all like to believe we're these big, smart creatures. But as soon as your physical body starts breaking, you're like, oh, no. I'm a bag of meat that just happens to have been piloting pretty well for a while. If you grief your own house, no one can grief yours. Those are words to live by, those are. That's Aging Toycat. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I think I'd like to opt out of aging. I've had a really great time with every age up so far. Like going from 10 to 12 to 14 to 16, every one of those is like life-changingly good in my opinion. Going from 18 to 20 to 22, just you grow, you're getting experience. It's going great. I think I've got all the mental changes I care about now. And anything else that happens at this point, I'm not sure I need. So I'm gonna opt out. I'm gonna choose no on that one. I'm gonna say thanks for the offer, life, but I'm done with aging. That is the weird thing, is like at some point there'll be a last generation to die. We will work out how to preserve human lives near indefinitely, even if it means making it into robots or something. And what I think is scary about that is like, yeah, there's gonna be a last generation to be left behind. And my you know, the as a sci-fi nerd, it's just gonna be sad that that's gonna be me. It's like, you know, the last generation before, like, I don't know, World War II, we're just always in a situation where it's like, yeah, at some point in our lifetime, maybe multiple points in our lifetime, there's just gonna be a big war. Oh, my head feels funny here. Is that how heads are meant to feel? I have a new haircut, and the guy was like, you know, I'm gonna do something crazy. You're gonna show your ears to people. You've got really nice ears. I'm like, you don't have to tell me I have nice ears. You can just say that that's the haircut that you'd like. I think it's funny though, because a lot of people are really sensitive about some parts of their body. And everyone who is sensitive about some part of their body is absolutely convinced that it's the worst thing in the world and that no one should see it ever, because it's just that darn terrible. We're 100 blocks to go now, by the way. 100 blocks. But, yeah, it's, our head's meant to feel that way. I'm gonna feel it a bit more later, off stream. This feels almost like a high thought, like, you're just like, whoa, I've lived with this thing all my life and I don't really know much about it. I think that's true for a lot of people in their bodies. Like I said, like, people, like, fear parts of their bodies. Everyone guess which room he mines into. Oh, that's a fun game, Ezra Morgan. I'm about to mine into a trial chamber right now. Which room am I going to mine into? My dream is I go into the tree room. If I mine into the tree room, I'll acquiesce to everyone's crazy theories that the tree is the entrance room, etc. But if not, then, you know, I'm just saying, maybe it's not the entrance. Maybe it's something else. So we are now 60 blocks away, hopefully. I really hope, actually. Imagine we go all this way. We use up a whole pickaxe, and then we don't find it. That'd be a wild thing. You've never heard of calling a haircut getting your eyes lowered? I think you've been going to like a video game NPC to get your haircuts. Like when you go to the barber and then you also change your outfit for some reason at the same time. I think you need to go into one of those, friend. I mean, they're a fun type of barber. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think that it's the same type of haircutting place most people go to. Okay, one more torch till the trial chamber. Honestly, what if there's a trial chamber above or below me right now? I'm excited for this. This is my first, like, mining into one sort of thing. This is incredibly exciting. The trial chamber loot is real fun to me. Doing anything for the first time is fun. But in this case, it's a big old structure. Although actually, I feel like I should have seen it by now. I really feel like that. I like my hands and feet. I thought about how I'd give you the shorter list of what I like about my body than what I don't. You know, it's always nice to look on the positive side of life. Speaking of the positive side of life, could gaseous being have a body? If they believed in themselves, silly. If they believed in themselves. I haven't had my ears lowered in over a year. No way this is a real thing people call it. There is no way this is real. Anyway, how's your plumber? Is he still keeping his room in your house? So, the sad news is I had to part ways with my plumber. We had a very emotional breakup. It was sad, but it was for the best. He did ghost me. My plumber did not send me any more messages. I have a big plumbing related issue too. That's the annoying bit. Like, I know he'd be perfect to solve it, but he's ghosted me. He only messaged me because he left a package here, and then, you know, like I spent a little bit too long to respond, and he's like, hey, you need to do this right now, and I was like, oh, sorry, my mother died, and he's like, oh, sorry, do you want to come do a thing? Also, I was away. Like, we spoke a little bit afterwards. It was very nice. Are these real sayings? Oh yeah, it's just like when you yim yam. Yeah, it's like when you sweet potato your ice cream. You know, it's just like that. That's a real saying where I'm from. That means when you make something really nice and wholesome into something gross. Okay, so I didn't consider what might happen as we get there. And actually, wait, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually at 2:48 apparently. So, so we're gonna go diagonally now a little bit, just a little bit. Arguably waste this whole journey here, but it's fine. We're supposed to get training. Speaking of training, I just closed the Streamlabs thing by accident. Yeah, people hates me right now. I would never tip £10, but 10 £1 tips are okay from a financial standpoint. If it makes you feel any better or worse, if you tip £10 at once, you pay one set of transaction fees, or I do. I don't know who pays them in the tip relationship, but like I think it's like 30p a transaction. That's how it used to be, at least. Whereas if you do it as like 10 ones, they're killing it. They're like, yeah, money, money, money. Obviously, doesn't have to affect your decisions. I kind of I think I'm way more invested than the average person in stuff like do you know chargebacks, for example? When a credit card, if you pay for something on a credit card, it's not your problem until you pay the bill. And so if you say to the credit card company, my card was stolen, I didn't make those payments, unless there's a reason not to believe you, sometimes there will be, just to be clear, but unless there's a reason not to believe you, they're going to believe you by default. And so you tell them, oh yeah, sorry, not me, I didn't do that. And they're like, okay, let's now go back to the merchant and say, you accepted stolen goods. Sorry, that's your problem. I have no idea how it got accepted that it became the person selling things problem. Like, imagine someone comes in one day with you know, like a £5 note, and you're like, yeah, I'll take this. And then the government later comes in being like, yeah, that £5 was actually stolen. So you're gonna give that back to the person who it was stolen from. That seems like insanity, right? But it's how it works in payment processing terms. And basically, payment processors have an insane amount of power. Visa, MasterCard, whoever else. Like, all you have to do is send money from one place to another in a secure way, and you just get to pocket 3% of every transaction. Plus, there's, like, minimum fees as well, so it's more like, you know, 10, 15% on smaller transactions. If you ever go to a grocery store, and they're like, yeah, just pay us 30p for this, also, chat, is that a structure? Do you hear a trial chamber? I think I might. I think I might just. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Are we at the trial chambers after all? I think we might be. I think we might just be. Okay, what do you reckon? Are we here? Okay, we're gonna make 4 more torches. We'll make a lot more than 4. Honestly, yeah, let's just commit all the way into torches as a spec. And now let's see what's happening over here. Anything good, you reckon? I feel like I heard a husk. Oh, a husk trial spawner would be such a cool one. It'd be funny if it was a dungeon. Yeah, oopsie. All dungeons. Heads, you found it. Tails, it's another cave. You know, that's a good system. Let's work under that assumption. Okay, who has a coin to flip? But yeah, payment processors make a huge cut in everything. It's one of the interesting things about the world. Honestly, big businesses are interesting because everyone hates them. Everyone has this big anti-big business feeling. But like, I feel like small businesses, you know, the things people love so much, like, oh yeah, support local businesses. Small businesses are just big businesses that aren't good enough to be big businesses. You know, it's not that they don't want it. It's very rare that you find Coke being like, or like a Pepsi being like, you know, we've actually decided we want to make less money this year. It is the #1 goal in business to make money. It's like saying, yeah, instead of watching pro level football, you should watch the lower tiers instead. Watch the people who weren't good enough to make it into the top level. The only reason to do it is because fewer people do it, which I'm totally on board with as a concept, by the way. I support a lot of things solely because other people do not. But I make a good living being a contrarian on the internet. But that doesn't mean that it's not, technically speaking, a silly thing to do. Okay, I'm struggling a bit now, chat. I'm where the trial chambers should be, and I feel like I can hear it. But I don't know where I hear it. So I'm going to go... What's more likely, up or down? I'm going to say down for now. Although it could be up. Actually, every time I do this, I lose. Every time I do this, it doesn't work out how I think it's going to. So I'm just going to keep digging diagonally until I'm out of options otherwise. Okay, so... see, subtitles helpful. Okay, let me go show you what subtitles look like on Bedrock. Accessibility... Oh, text-to-speech. No. Okay, don't have that. Extra large new UI. Wait, what does extra large new UI do? Does it... Chat, does it look any amount bigger to you? I feel like I turned it on, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how much bigger it is. Anyway, imagine if it spawned above for some reason. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things with the trial chambers as they exist right now. Has to be said, some very weird things. Turn west. North, east, south, west. Oh, wait, no. Okay, we're really close. I can tell that. We definitely went past one of the rooms. So now I'm just going to keep mining till I hit another one of the rooms. This is entirely doable, and it will work just great. Always bet on the side you can see at the start. Bet on the side you can see at the start? Oh, for a coin. That's a good rule for thumb. Yeah, like coin flipping, it annoys me when people say it's 50-50 because there's actually an odds of what's happening when you flip the coin. It's perfectly calculable. It's just we don't know, and so an unknown is not 50-50. It's we can assume 50-50 in the absence of better information. Some people will flip a coin such that it's more likely to be one way than the other. Oh, what the heck? Have we found an ancient city? We have. Ah, that's not what I wanted at all. That's not the right structure, Minecraft. That's not the right structure. So yeah, we went a little bit too far this way, and so we'll make it back. Okay, we're just gonna walk it back a tiny bit, and from like here, we're gonna go upwards. I think the deep dark's gonna be down, so we'll just quickly search up. I'm so confused by what I found here, by the way. How did I find an ancient city? How is that what I found? Oh, I hear slimes. Ah, we found it. Okay. Trial chambers. And then also an ancient city, or at least a deep dark, not an ancient city. Okay, so chat. I got some very good news for me. I got some very, very good news. I don't want to go into just a random room, though. Oh, it's quite deep. Oh, yeah, it's very deep. It's weird how many layers of tough bricks there are around these things. It makes you think that they are going to deliberately deliberately do something to prevent you getting it. But yeah, for now, let's just keep mining through. Like, where are we right now? What part of the structure is this? Where is we? What do we do? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the bedroom. So just for my own benefit, I'm gonna go and set my spawn over here. I guess we could go through with an axe and just de-rust all of these. I think this is such a fun mechanic, like lighting up the pre-lit stuff. And then get some bamboo planks. Whoa, my first access point for new planks. And then we're gonna... I want to store the cobbled deep slate somewhere better that I'm gonna remember. So for now, we'll just put 1 stack in there, take that out. Let's go find the tree room, and let's make that our base of operations for this place. Oh, dear God. Okay, so that's the whole thing over there. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. I'm gonna just go around the place and axe up all the bulbs. Yeah, we definitely want more bulbs lit than not lit. Oh, okay. So that's some good copper. Just leaving it on the ground right now. That's why we need to axe the place up. This is, honestly, this is such a fun mechanic to go through the trial chambers. That is another room, so that is a dead end as far as that way is concerned. And, yeah, this little extra source of light should do some nice things for us. Temporarily, at least. Make sure we've eaten, and make sure we're light source removing. We're probably going to kill this axe entirely, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So from where we are now, I don't see another way to... I guess we go out the third exit here. So that's one way in. That's another way in. This is the third way. This way must lead to the tree room. I hope they add regular copper stairs. I would wager that if they haven't done it yet, they're unlikely to do it soon. That's my high quality opinion right there. Also, yeah, wow. I agree, wow. Finding a trial chamber is a magical feeling. But it's surprisingly hard, right? Even with all of that, it didn't feel like easy. It definitely still felt like I had to earn it, even with the extra coordinate work. And that, what is that, like an hour and a half? If you know where it is, I hope this is proven beyond any reasonable doubt that you do not just find these things. You don't just walk in and go, oh, found my way in. It's all easy now. There's a lot more steps than that. Okay, so that's the slime. I don't want to deal with the slime. So I'm just going to run back through here. And this is going to become my... this is going to be the cobblestone storage chest. I've got a lot of cobblestone. It's all going to end up in here. Then we need to find where minus 32 is. Yeah, minus 32 is that way. And we're going to dig a tunnel from here to there. We can make it kind of a vent tunnel if we want to. Yeah, that seems like fun to me. Oh, yeah, we're just going to... We're going to mine this way a bunch. Until we get to about where we want to be. Yeah, this sounds about right. No, yeah, we got to go further this way. I think. And then once we get to a certain point... You know what? I didn't think this through correctly. I did not think this through correctly. Also, trees growing them. You don't know about the tree room. You're missing out on one of the best bits. There's a bit of water. Oh, I forgot about the bit of water in my recreation. I knew there was something wrong with it. And now in here, we put that, and probably that. And, yeah, I do need to connect this up to my main tunnel home. I think that's going to be an important pre-doing anything else task. So, I need to have another copper trapdoor. Which means I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to use it on this side to get my entrance in and out sorted. So that's a waxed oxidized copper trapdoor. What is this one? If it's not waxed oxidized, not my problem. Wow, if only someone had told you about the water. You know, if only someone had said. Could have been really handy, huh? It's a shame that no one did. It is a real shame. But, you know, I forgive you, chat. I forgive you. So now we're just going to mine downwards. And we can't actually make a proper staircase down without accidentally going in like this. And so now we have to make a trapdoor that brings me down a level. So we'll do the trapdoor over here. Such that it can open, but also it can shut on me. And probably best to do something about all of that, but it's fine for now. So now down to -32. And then once we're down at -32, we just connect up with my big diagonal corridor. And we're golden. Yeah. Position coordinates in the top left always means bedrock. Yeah, that's a good life pro tip, I would say. I think, though, the weird thing is people who don't play a lot of Bedrock or Java can't quite spot the differences. The gameplay just feels different. Like, the way shields are held, like, there's a slight difference. The way beds are held, the way everything feels is just moderately different, right? And it is fun how that sort of works. That there's a feeling we all get when we play games. Speaking of feelings, I have the feeling
I can tip Toycat on Streamlabs today. Oh, yeah. So scared it won't work or he'll disappear before I can pull it off.
What changed? What did you fix? I'd love to hear from what about it is repeatable, maybe. But no, thank you so much, Miss Pat Van Driver lady, for the Streamlabs tip. And that's huge. Streamlabs is it's the link down below. It's what we currently use as a way if you want to tip people. But it's very commonly used in the streaming world so that you can avoid the fees of the platforms. Twitch takes a inordinate fee when you tip people via their platform. YouTube takes 30%, which is generous, but also you could just tip the streamer directly. It's like, would anyone ever tip a taxi driver or a waiter if the company behind them was like, yeah, we take 30% to process the payment? I think a lot of people would take umbrage to that idea. Speaking of umbrage, does Toycat work at Mojang? Says fun. It's good to see you fun. I mean, I must work at Mojang. Oh, how else would I be so good at the game? Checkmate. Got ya. So yeah, somewhere over here. There we go. That's the tunnel point. Wait. Where's this? Oh, okay. Unexpected. So now we need to make this very clear. That that's the way to go. So we're going to do that by making the floor out of tough bricks. And then I should be able to spot those tough bricks. And I'll follow them to the right. Yeah, easy. So yeah, this is just my way of my recommended way of making sure you know where you're going. You have some special blocks that make it very clear. And then the other way, you put some special blocks that make it especially not clear. Okay, this way we go. Okay, it's time to raid a trial chamber, chat. We found one. I've connected to my tunnel system so I can get home in an emergency. I am playing easy core difficulty. That's easy, but with one life, as you can see. Look at my easy core hearts. And now the goal is to beat. Also, when typical customers learn their tips aren't 100% go to the server, they aren't happy. It's a weird thing, right? Whereas on the internet, YouTube and Twitch are trying to normalize the idea of like, yeah, well, you're tipping them, but like really when you're tipping a streamer, you're trying to tip YouTube for letting you see that streamer. Like, we're doing the nice thing, aren't we? Like, we're letting you see the streamer you like, so we deserve at least 30%. This is the craziest thing. Some Twitch streamers are like, yeah, we don't even, they agree a contract with Twitch that like includes the tips so that, you know, Twitch then can take them themselves. It's wild, the things that come up when you're looking into it. Okay, so this is the trial chambers. We are going to raid it. Let's go. My first time on Bedrock. I don't know what to expect, but I guess a lot of dead slimes is a good start. And yeah, my strategy is to go around. I'm gonna replace these 2 blocks here. Oh, the slime didn't hurt me. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna remove as many pieces of like oxidization as we can to get as much light in here, so random mobs don't spawn. Because no one wants random mobs. Should be obvious, but no one wants these guys. They're worthless to me, and they can cause all sorts of issues. Thank God that went easy. I was sure that was going to be a whole issue of being knocked back and forth, but it wasn't. Things are good. Things are easy. Man, there's so many slimes. This better be a slime spawner. It better not just be... Okay, so everything's good. Everything's good. Everything is just wonderful. Yeah, so much going on. There's so many slimes that... Okay, what I might do, just to check that they are real slimes and they're not part of some other structure. We're gonna go through here. Oh, okay, there is a slime spawner. It's not random slimes. This is moss. These are here on purpose. I can be slightly less mad with them now. So I'm still going to light the place up, though. This is an important step in the process. You need to make sure that random mobs aren't spawning and ruining your day. And then also we're going to check inside the pots, just to see what's in there. I've wanted bricks for a while now, and so to get so many is quite handy. And then after we've taken down all the spawners, gotten the keys and all the nonsense, then we can consider doing the fun stuff by killing them. Okay, I like this room, says Hannah Joyce. Yeah, this room is, it's one of the more pleasing ones. There's a fun name for it that I haven't been using in all my videos. But, I do have to say, the room is, it's pleasing. It's got sometimes spawners, and sometimes the spawners are easy. My first emeralds, not my first emeralds, my first pure, oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Giving me some torches, even though they've already lit the place up. That is just a gift on Mojang's behalf, and I will take any gift that they'll offer. Actually, not pro tip for life. I'll take basically any gift anyone offers. A lot of people have a whole thing about like, oh no, I couldn't. You know, like they feel embarrassed having to take a gift from someone. I feel no embarrassment in that. Oh my, was that a diamond block? You can get diamond blocks from, that's insane. What? 9 diamonds for okay, break all the pots you can. Always break pots. If you're not breaking pots, you're giving up on the goodies. Let me tell you. What the heck? Oh, baked potatoes. I'll take those. Those are nice. Arrows of harming. Very, very fun piece of loot. I'm going to run out of inventory space soon, but that's okay. Yeah, I've never seen loot on that level in its structure. This is nuts. And also potions of strength. I can't believe I was ever worried about any boss. You know what? We should fight the Wither. If I've got potions of strength and I've got all of these goodies, I think I'm basically ready. Well, this is valuable intel, says Justin Delisle. Right? I cannot. I almost think that must be broken. I'm that level of like amazed by that development. So now we're gonna put our slime balls in here, as well as just garbage loot for now, so that we can focus on the good stuff. Because, whoa, that was nuts. Okay, so first room, really easy. I think that went a lot more chill than I was expecting, in a way that is quite pleasing. I kind of want to mine one of these blocks, just to see if we could do it. But I won't for now. Instead, ooh, hello, Enderman. See, that's why you gotta light these places up. No one wants to be randomly attacked by an Enderman. And so you gotta stay safe out here. I guess we're going down a level. What was the point of that ladder? I know it's just random generation. I can't be mad at it. But also I am mad at it. Random generation is not a valid reason to be wacky like that. Okay, so up here we're going to have hallways. The hallways often lead nowhere, in my experience. So there's a hallway there, and that's it. So just wax off some more stuff. Let's see what's in the hallway. Yeah, fun mechanic with lighting the place using an axe rather than having to bring your own torches. Like, you can still use torches, but having, like, a less tedious way to do it, is fun. So this is one of those dead ends they're always talking about. We can do nothing with this room besides later destroy it for scrap, because that's what I'm here for. And, let's see what's in this one. Break that down. And this one probably is a room, just based on the fact that there's always a top room of these places. It's going to be one of those, like, ladder-looking rooms. It's going to have a lot of skeletons in it, and it's not the room I thought, but it does have skeletons. You think you can get me? You can't get me. I'm an elephant, you see. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go. Okay, so I want to light this place up quickly, but also I need to kill the skeletons and the creepers that are spawning with them. So go, 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 go. Wait, if there's dispensers, there must be a breeze spawner in here. I haven't faced the breeze on Bedrock. I've heard they're different. And I know that they do less in some ways, but I'm still kind of scared. So just get as much light in the room as we can. Wait, yeah, where is the breeze spawner? Wait, where are any of the spawners? Was that skeleton unrelated? Is there just a pot here? Okay, so yeah, the structure's a little goofy on Bedrock. Very goofy. Yeah, I think I would make the assumption that this is a very goofy structure. Oh, a diamond though. Yeah, is this room missing the spawners? Or yeah. Yeah, no, this is the weirdest experience I've had in a while. There's lots of splash potions of weakness. This will be a new great way to get your hands on those early game. But otherwise, this is just a weird room that I've stumbled into. Doesn't this feel weird, chat? That's a pompous room for a single pot. Yeah, what's the lore explanation for all of that work being put into one pot? Also, why is this thing so high? I know there's not going to be anything inside of it, but we have to look anyway. Okay, there's nothing. That's fine. So now we're gonna strip this room for copper, and then people will just believe that I broke the trial spawner, and they'll think I'm so cool. So yeah, I'm gonna use all the copper to build something incredible in my part of the world, and there's nothing they can do about it. Dang experimental generating. Right? Well, I don't know what I'm meant to take from that. The diamond in the pot is not just any diamond. Is it the diamond that secretly rules the entire structure? Is that what you're getting at? Is it gonna lay a curse on me that I'll never recover from? Because I'll accept that. I could do with a curse here or there. Someone caring about me, you know. Toycat's incredible copper build, a pile of copper. Yeah, I am pretty creative. If you've seen my channel, you know I'm very good at coming up with ideas. And I definitely don't just take one set of blocks and cover another biome in it. But yeah, we'll specifically do that. Yeah, check behind the grates in the walls. Do you reckon check behind the grates? In the walls. Okay, so there are no grates in this wall that I think you are referring to there. There's some grates down there that have some copper underneath them. But yeah, we could check behind the dispensers, but I don't think we're getting anything there. I'm like 99% sure. So sure that I'm not even going to. So this was the weirdest room that I've been to in a long time. I got 50 copper, 50 wax blocks of copper, even better. They've pre-waxed them for me. Love when that happens. And so, yeah, that room was easy to defeat. A little too easy to defeat. It felt like something was wrong, if I'm leveling with you. This room I don't want to destroy because it's kind of nice. Let's go take on the deep dark room. Okay, so we have to kill some slimes. Quite a few slimes, in fact. Honestly, slimes are more annoying than intimidating sometimes. But yeah, we could just put like some lava above that and just watch them all spawn into it. Might be fun. For now though, this is fine. This is great. I hope there's no shulker spawner in here or sculpture. Also, is that a stray? That is a stray. Okay. So we've got a stray spawner in here too. We're gonna let the strays kill the slimes mostly, I guess. You know, yeah, let's just jump down. Now let's face this all head on. Let's face this the way you're meant to. Oh, there's spiders in here too, is there? Yeah, this is wonderful. Oh, okay, I'm actually not prepared for this at all. I'm not prepared for any of this. Okay, so we're just gonna sit back here with my shield up, and I'm gonna axe the occasional piece of light, and let the stray shoot the. Yeah, perfect. Oh, this is going incredibly for me. So there's a lot of mobs here, which is why you need to be good at parkour to get this place going well. I do recommend. Oh, a trial key. Oh, that's exciting. That's really exciting. I just need to get the trial key. I'm not here for you, friends. Okay, I am here for you now. I just need the trial key, if that's okay. I'm just trying to get my hands on it. There we go. Perfect. So that's exciting, hey? I got me a key to a trial. And we have to break our way out of this. There's a sculpt catalyst around here that I need to destroy because it's stealing all my XP. And there's also a chest that is... Oh, okay. That's an improvement on my armor, I think. No, it's not. It's much worse. So we're gonna destroy this block before anyone even notices. Just go be gone. Go be gone. Is it a hoe to destroy these? I think it must be. Oh, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, now kill me. Perfect. Gone. Oh, I'm slow. We're fine. I'm very fine. I was looking for skeletons earlier, so it's actually kind of fun that we do now run into these. And after a little bit of light source stuff, a little bit of bouncing arrows back, we should be all good to go. Yeah, you think you got me? You don't got me. Okay, okay, okay. I'm fine. Everything is good. Life is great. The stray can help kill mobs for me, and I can help kill the strays for the mobs. And hopefully that was all of the ones that are going to spawn from that spawner. Oh dear God. Oh, jeez. Okay, just axe this. Where's the spawn? Okay, this is a doorway. There's no light in here. Just give me some light that I can turn on. There we go. So I think that means that the stray spawner must be dead. Although it hasn't done anything to indicate that it is. Oh, you can torch the spawners. Or can't torch the spawners. Yeah, if you torch the spawners, it does nothing in this particular context. Oh, just... There we go. That's got to be it. I heard a noise. Noises are good. Oh, baked potatoes. Fun. And we can put a torch on it, but it won't do anything. There's lots of mobs. There's lots and lots of mobs. I need to eat. I need to eat a lot. Okay, so there's still a spider spawner over here. And there's still a big slime in between. But we just run through all of that, pretend we didn't see any of it. Will be just wonderful. I can eat my bread. I can, I guess, just dump some stuff in here, just temporarily, while I work on some other things, and then grab out these emeralds, grab out the armor. Maybe we could combine it with our current stuff, and now let's go down and finish them. Okay, I'm excited for this. I need to get rid of that darn catalyst. I don't want all this skulk. There's so much of it. At least have the decency to turn into skulk blocks, you know. I'm just going to destroy this with effectively our fist. Don't hit me. Okay, there we go. And so let's go. We're going to get so many slime balls by the time we're done here. Seriously, no one has ever wanted to kill this many slimes. It is only ever a non-consensual thing. But if it has to be done, it has to be done. And today, you better believe it does. Oh, be careful about your Y coordinate. Oh, that's an interesting point, Dasher. I wonder how high up I was in the top room. I bet I was, like, within 10 blocks of being in danger. Oh, also, I bet I just finished another spawner. I don't see any more slimes spawning like crazy. And so I bet I have some more baked potatoes on my way. Okay. Oh, wait, so here's the thing. When you kill the big slimes, the spawner is complete, even when there are small slimes to go. So that's 2 trowel keys now. What am I going to do with them? Does anyone have a good idea? What can I do with my trowel keys? Have you got fun concepts? You got thinking, but I remember seeing Y-16. Okay, yeah, we had plenty of space. That's the good news. Also, it looks active. Oh, there's a spider here. Oh, wow. There was one spider. Yay, a 3rd trowel key. Wow. If these are useful, I'm really happy with that. If these turn out to be less useful, I wish I had more diamond blocks instead. That is how I'm going to treat that one. And so now, we're going a little bit further back in. I can pick up my copper later, because this must be the last room. Wow, it's a small trowel chamber. Just 3 major chambers, huh? So does this, oh, this is the room though. This is the room. I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna go in and just, okay, just please stop. Please stop. I know you love what you're doing, but I would implore you to not do it anymore. Oh, and there's the breeze. Okay, so we need to set up some of these first. We just need to... Oh, and there's a creeper. No! Let me out of there. I would like off the crazy ride. Thank you very much. No, okay. Okay, so that's a nice place. Trowel chambers. We defeat at least 2 of them. So, yeah, I ripped diamond boots. Yeah, the diamond boots just could not suffer anymore. Oh, gosh, this is so annoying. Okay, just wait for the skeletons to finish each other off. And then go. And then go. Okay, we gotta get in there. We gotta do our thing. Okay. So I'm gonna sit up here, and then, okay, Breeze, you wanna go? You wanna go, Breeze? I'll do this. Okay, I will not do this. I will not do this. I've changed my mind about this fight. Oh, there's just so many. There's just so many. Let me out. Oh god, no. Oh, and you go like your physics get weird when you're slow. Like I felt so useless there because I was trying to do stuff and it just wasn't working the way I thought it would. That's scary. Okay, so now we're gonna take them on one-on-one where I can actually do much better. Perfect. How much durability has my shield got? Plenty. Okay, we're gonna keep on bringing light to this room. And we're going to wait till we have full health for the next one. Oh, bad stuff. Baked potatoes. Don't really need to have as many of these done as we have, but it's great. I'm going to make sure we pick up these weird arrows they drop, because I love me a slowness. And I'm also going to just charge in there. Let's go. Oh, okay, the breezes hit me. It's hurting real bad. But if I just believe in myself, and I sit over here, The skeleton's going to attack a zombie. And the zombie's going to attack the breeze. Now we attack the other strays. Oh, look, the stray... Because of the slowness, the stray's actually going to win this combat. Surprisingly. And then go. Nope, perfect. Wonderful. Okay, that's the breeze. We still haven't got him locked down. Okay. Oh, what's with the healing? That's handy, but bit of a weird one. Someone must have launched the wrong dispenser. What? Okay, he's very bouncy, but he does still die. And there's just immediately another one. Okay. So, yeah, my plan to get up there is to break a block. Break a couple blocks. And then, you know, actually, we'll just break a few more. Let's just wait in a nice space where he can't see us. And then jump at the last second. Where did he go? Okay, he saw my strategy coming. The bounces don't seem to quite work here. They're different animations, but they... Yeah, there we go. Wait. That is the last trial spawner, if I'm not mistaken. And who knows if I am. But it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it was pretty... if you have good gear, these places are actively easy. Like, I am playing in a world... Like, I got half health at one point. So, like, you might run into some issues if you have good gear and also get a really bad combination. But I think I did pretty well. I got an enchanted apple even. Wow. What a treat. And I got some more boots with Frostwalker. So useful when you're in the cave, I find, having Frostwalker. And that's sarcasm in case it is not clear to anyone listening. And yeah, solid result, all things considered. And now we could tear this thing up too. I feel like I want to stick to tearing up just the one room or two. Or at least, you know, actually no, let's tear them all up. I need copper. It's great. And city looking loot. Yeah, this is definitely the weirdest trial chambers I've happened to raid. And it happened to be my first one on Bedrock. But it went great. And so I'm pleased to say that this was a resounding success. 10 out of 10 would come here again. Just place one of those, just break some of these. Just make sure the place looks a little nicer before we go. You know, when you're stealing copper from a place, it's important that you put consideration into what the place would want from you if it could stop you stealing their copper. Could you put a breeze in a boat? Oh, that's an interesting question. I wish I'd found out. I have to wait 30 minutes now to give you the answer to that. I'm sorry about that. Nikki being Nikki. You know, Nikki being Nikki, are you really just being Nikki? Is that all you do in this context? Would love to hear. Yeah, that was a wild time. I am happy to be out of that. Was very emotionally engaging, but not as much Minecraft-wise. I feel like I had a lot of fun in the other room, but this room was just in, out, shake it all about, do the hokey pokey, turn it around. Which is fun. I like doing the hokey pokey. When you turn it around, you realize your whole life goes with it. But it doesn't mean that I think that was a well-balanced chamber. This is an earlier game structure than you might assume. But maybe it's meant for, like, you know, maybe there's still more balance changes to come. One of my rooms was missing spawners, to be fair. So I also have that going for me. But yeah, we'll take the copper down. It uglies the place up a little bit if we just leave the copper out. So we'll make sure we bring this back with us. No one can have any issues with us that way. And also, where did that slime come from? Oh, it's one of the ones we didn't kill. We already got the spawner defeated. Just so we can be a little bit better. There we go. So yeah, this place needs a lot of cleaning, honestly. A lot of deep cleaning in a lot of ways. But I will not be partaking in it because it seems like a lot of work. It's great work for whoever does that. It's not great work for me today. So, yeah, we'll go back to the most ridiculous trial chamber. And we'll start from there. Because I think this would also be a good place to destroy for copper. It's got a lot of it that's exposed and the ceilings and stuff. But we'll come back to our one room. Also, wait, what is that? Is that where I originally came in? Oh, that's fun. That almost feels like on purpose, right? That feels like a good entrance to the trial chambers. Personally, if I had to say so. So... now we're going to see if there's any other hallways off this thing. I don't imagine there is, but it's just worth a check. I want to make sure we've 100%ed the trial chamber. Oh, I guess there's these things up here we haven't properly checked. So yeah, let's go check those. So up we go. One more there. Let's see if we've got any Any fun blocks on me? I do not. Let's eat another baked potato. Oh, there is another door. Okay, so it's fun because there's no realistic way for you to get there without, you know, doing some parkour. Darn. There's no way for you to realistically get there without parkour. But there is a whole part of the trial chamber that I missed, chat. You excited for it? Okay, up, and then up, and then what's in here? I'm excited. Where's it gonna go, chat? Oh, it's a full room. An interesting full room. It's got a chest, and it's got... Oh, it's... Chat, I think these rooms are broken on bedrock. It's just a theory right now. Oh, also we're so close to the top of the... Oh, no, the Y level. No, oh, no, chat. I've got bad news for you. In my excitement with the trial chamber, I climbed the staircase. And did you see the Y level we hit? You saw the Y level we hit. It was fun. I want to take the... I had so many plans for the copper. But I mean, as per my terms. I mean, I'm dead now. I went over Y0, and so I guess I'll die now. No, everyone saw except you. Everyone always says, don't read chat. And in this case, I should have specifically done the opposite. First time today, wow. Whoopsie. You know, I feel like this is a dumb structure. We have to realistically, you know, we can be... There's the thing you've got to do with yourself here, right? Is you gotta stay honest and true to yourself. And this is something I'm a big believer in. And so to be honest to myself, I'm saying we didn't go above 0. I didn't see it. You didn't see it. It didn't happen. There's no proof. I'm 100% sure. If anyone makes proof, it is photoshopped. Or indeed deep fakes. You know how crazy those deep fakes are now. And yeah, it didn't happen. I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure that we are all good. It doesn't count in trial chambers. In the trial chamber, there is no such thing as going above Y0. The whole thing doesn't count. That's always been a rule. We've had it the whole time. The structure is very, very, very reasonable. I 100% take any blame for photoshopping images. Yeah, exactly. If you see it, it's all a conspiracy by Cat. You don't want to buy into that conspiracy theory. We didn't go above Y0 because look, I couldn't go up there. I didn't break any blocks. Didn't happen. Therefore, problem solved. I can't believe some people are spreading such malicious rumors though. So crazy of them. But so crazy. Yeah, I guess yeah. It is such a dumb thing that I should have been paying attention to. But it turns out not paying attention means I didn't go above it. It didn't happen, and we're doing great regardless. No, I do feel as though with stuff like this, the rule should in reality be like you can't make any gains from it. To lose 20 hours over such a silly like non-useful to anyone mistake is a little over the top. And so it's a good thing we didn't go above Y0. But if we had, I think it might be excessive to end the series on it. Politicians win, says Fred Derp. Yeah, I mean that's the hardest part about being a politician, right? Is having to make things that don't make sense because your voters only vote for you if the things that don't make sense are what you pretend that you believe. Like, a lot of people say they like principled politicians, and it's like, no. You like politicians who agree with you in opinions. You would hate if you vote for someone because they felt one way, but then they're like, yeah, actually, I was convinced in this realistic other way. And so, yeah, politicians win. Boy Math, I did the thing, but I didn't enjoy it, so it doesn't count. I think it'd probably be Boy Logic, but yeah, Boy Logic. I didn't feel it. Doesn't count. This is copper bulbs are actually gas lamps because they're good at gaslighting. You know, all these gas lights are pretty well lowered in my opinion. So yeah, we've had a real fun time in this trial chamber today. It's real good that these things don't go above Y0. I was so sure going into it because of the deep slate layer. Like, if I was to mine out of this, would I find a bunch of cobblestone up there? Because that feels counterintuitive to me. Let's confirm. Okay, I'm mining outside of the structure now. What blocks are there? It's deep slate still, right? I guess deep slate, does it start at Y8 and go down to 0? Okay, you had chat go through a crisis, as Hannah Joys. Yep, no idea why you would. The Trial Chambers is a notoriously low structure. I can't see how anyone would make any mistakes, let alone could. I think because his diamond boots broke, which lowered his overall height, so it doesn't count. You know, there we go, more boy logic. Okay, everyone keep working it together, right? Everyone, do your best. Make it all. If we all come up with a theory by ourselves, it all adds up. This was a very non-eventful stream. Yeah, it was such a shame nothing happened today. I cannot believe we did so little. But I am now leaving the Trial Chambers, which, again, all in the deep slate layer, so below Y0. We all know that. Oh, this is a cool noise, by the way. It's a really nice noise. I like it. But yeah, all in the deep slate layer, all below Y0, widely known facts. We're all very familiar with these true and accepted facts. But yeah, because of the no diamond boots, I'm actually about 4 blocks shorter than I usually am. So the coordinate you see there is not my actual Y coordinate you see, and therefore we're all good. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Speaking of crisis averted, let's grab the Unbreaking free book. Yeah, I'll take it. Instead of a bow. Oh, and an axe with sharpness. Do I want sharpness or efficiency? I feel like efficiency makes more sense, but that's why I don't want it. And yeah, we definitely want the Aqua Affinity book. It feels like a good thing to put on a helmet or something. Although, when are we really ever mining underwater? That's the important question. So yeah, at the end of today's stream, I come to you with a trial chamber that has been partially raided for copper. So next time, I'm either going to really commit to destroying the entire thing. I've stripped it for copper. I can even destroy much more of this chamber. Or we can go home and we can take our resources and we can build some fun copper things much below Y0 where we live, because this has been the Caveman series. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, consider checking out a couple of videos I made this week. One on the in the last couple of days. One was about Angry Birds, and I enjoyed the map so much people assumed it was a paid promo. And the other was about the beta, which this very thing is about. I've got a lot of other fun things coming for you that you can look forward to. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Sorry, I'll be streaming next Tuesday. I'm away in some mountains this weekend, and I've got a funeral to attend early next week. So I'll be back with you with some thoughts from beyond. About the passage of time and life soon. But for now, thank you for coming along. You've made my day a little better by hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. It'll be fun. See you. Caveman that absolutely did not go above Y0. That is what today was. There's no doubt about it, right? No doubt.